Okay, this is this is the let's do the continuation. We already have the images. We can see the images. This number 10 contains digit 1. Okay, so after this, what we supposed to do? Let's resize the image. Okay, so here we are appending the non-resized image. So what we do is we will resize the image. After that only we will add resize pad. After that we will add. Okay, so let's do resize here. Here we are going to do a few stuff here. What we are going to do here is we will get the what is the height and the width of the image. Based on that we will resize. Okay, getting the shape of the image. Then from this we will find what is the maximum value between width or height, whichever is it, which one is bigger. So here we will use a numpy array for numpy s and p. So using this we will find out which the biggest from the two. P dot max max okay from width and height. So and then we will convert this to float, because we are going to use this later in finding the scale factor, zoom factor. Just enclose this. So this is my maximum value. From the maximum value we will find out what is the ratio. To determine the ratio, say this image is like 50 by 50, and then we are going to resize this image to 28 by 28. So we need the target size. What is the target size which we are going to use for resizing the image? Target size, this is a constant, so we're going to use both for width and height. Okay, target size what we have, then we will find the scale factor, how much if we should scale down or scale up. Go to what should be my target size divided by the max value. Again here we will convert this to float, because during the scaling we need the float value. So my maximum value is there. From there we find out the scale factor using the target size. So here what we do is, if the image is smaller than the target size, we will scale down. If the image if the image is bigger than the target size, we scale down. And if the image is smaller than the target size, what do? Is we do not scale, we just pad the remaining uh, remaining size. Okay, so here we write a scale factor. So target by this is going to be smaller. Scale factor, if the scale factor is less than 0, that means like scale factor is less than 1, that means like the target size is smaller than the image size. Here we are going to do the scaling. So we just determine a new width and height. So this is the width and height we are going to scale the image. So image, during scaling we don't need a float because the image pixels are not in float, so we just typecast to integer. So we just divide width into scale factor. Let's make one space. Similarly, we're going to find out the new width and height into scale factor. So now we have the width and height. So only this, only when the input image is bigger than target size, we are going to scale. If not, we are not going to resize it. We are only just going to pad it. So for resize, we will use OpenCV. Resize image, we're going to resize it to what? Resize to our new width and height. Else, what do? Else, we will not resize. We will just override our width and height with the original width and height of the image. Okay, so this is all for resizing. Okay, so resize, my resize is here. This is for resize, and after this we need to pad the images. For padding, we need to find out what is the difference between the new images width and height and the target width and height. So let's find out the difference. Okay, new images width and height is this, but the target, okay, target width and height is the target size, width and height. We can use target width and target instead of width and height. So find out the difference in width and height. Difference in width equal to width minus new width. Difference in height equal to height minus new height. Okay, so now this is the difference. So now we define how much to pad in the left, how much to pad in the right, how much to pad in the top, how much to pad in the bottom. Okay, so top, how much should be padded? That means the difference in width, we have to be half on the left, half on the right. If difference in height, half on the up top and half on the bottom. But there can be issue like if the difference is not a multiple of 2. So in case if it is 13, so maybe we need to pad maybe 6 on the left and 7 on the right. So this is not, so we need to take note of this. So we cannot just divide and then pad left and right. So we need to divide it, the top, okay, and then bottom should be how top should be height actually, not width. Okay, height, difference in height minus whatever is there in the top. So similarly we will find out the left and right. The left we will use difference in width, divide by 2, right equal to difference in width minus left. Okay, let's just print all this in case if this is wrong, in case, so that we can find out where is wrong. It should not go to the minus, it should not be bigger than the actual image target, that means the target size. Okay, we have this. Then we need to do the image. We will pad the image. For padding, we can use, you open cb copy make border function, make copy make border. Yeah. So what are the things we need to specify here? First we need the image. What is the image? Top, bottom, left, right we need to display. Top, bottom, left, right. Then cb will make the border constant. We need one more. So padding, if we have an extra space, we should specify which color we should pad. Either you can pad with black, white, or the median of 0 and 255. So in our case we will just pad it with 0. Okay, this we may need to change because I see the image background is different. Color to pad or color fill. So we use this. Since it is a grayscale, one channel we use 1. If it is color, we are supposed to use 3 values here. Okay, this is my padded image. Okay, so let's see how the padded image looks like. Let me execute this first. Target size for the image. Let me execute the whole thing. F9. Okay, the image looks like it's of yeah, these are the padding left, right, or most probably this is the minus, which need to pad it both left, right, top, bottom. This may probably look like it's a 1, so you need to pad it more on the left and the right. The rest are the other numbers. Okay, so let's just see how this image looks like. You can just use the matplotlib. I've already deleted plot dot im show. So let's just see one image. So here let's just see the first image. Most probably is minus. Okay, 0, no, F9, so it's a minus. The next one, 4, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 is supposed to be 1. F9, yes, it's 1. And then if you want to see the other image, it doesn't need to pad on the top and the bottom, so maybe 5. Yeah, it's 0. So you see the padding may have an, so if we want to, by right, if we should pad with the background of the character, but let's do the classification and then see what is the difference. If there is the accuracy drop, we will pad with the background of these images and then we see. So the background is different, but I padded with the black. That's why I have these images. Okay, let me check what is. Okay, so this should be okay for resize and pad image. Let's make it a little bit, let's optimize this a little bit. So instead of writing whole code here like this, let's just keep this in a function or procedure or different methods. Okay, so we read image with resize. Okay, so what we do here is we directory, let's just give the same directory name so that I don't need to change. So what we can do, we can copy the whole code inside. We need to indent properly, if not Python will throw error everywhere. Okay, now no error. So function, what do we expect this from this function? We expect the images, and we expect the labels. Okay, so now we have put this in this resize image, read and resize image using this folder, from this folder. So let's just comment this code and then execute only that line and then see whether we have the correct output. So here we just need to call this function resize just need to call this function using this folder, and we expect images and labels. Okay, you can give the same name or different names. Okay, fine. So let me execute this. Let's execute the whole code. Yep, I think it's showing the same thing. So let's just execute this and then execute this function. So number 10, F9, we have the image. Just give 20 and then see what is this. Is this a different image? Yeah, it's number 4. Yeah, so we now let's delete this. Okay, perfect. So in the next, maybe we will end up uh, for this session. In the next video, I will explain maybe what this and number 3 sequence and then training and upload. This we will do in another video.